right, go ahead.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Free Spot Friday.
Free Spot Friday.
Yes, sir. Go
My
ahead, man.
boy
Go ahead. Hit
feeling
those
it.
notes. Just play the intro. The new. Oh, you probably didn't set up the new intro, did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't. That's my bad. I didn't know we was gonna use it. That's on me. That's on me.
I liked it. It was pretty good.
Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can try to add it real quick. Hold on. Is it this one? Hold on. I'm gonna try to find that motherfucker. What's today? The 16th?
Yes.
Let me see if I can find it. Did I download it? Yeah, I did. Did I put it on the desktop though? Let me see. Let me see if I put it on the desktop. Yeah, it's right there. All right, cool. Here you
Behind
go.
the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Let us hold on. It's buffering. This should be acting slow today for
Oh,
some
there it
reason.
is.
You
I
see
see
it?
it. Yep.
Yay! No. Okay.
Yay.
Yay! We got a
Yay.
yay together. We got a yay. One, two,
Yeah.
three. Yay!
Yay.
You still delayed on the yay.
I'm delayed because shitty internet.
Nah, you delayed for something else. I ain't gonna say
Could
it.
probably
No,
figure it out.
that's why you delayed. So how was your week, man?
It's very tiring because actually it was more frustrating because I couldn't get all my time. They cut my hours, not on purpose.
No, it sound like on purpose to me. Why they cut it?
Mm, well, no, we didn't have a lot of work this week, so I was getting early days. Going out for 4 hours and then coming back home.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah,
It's
my
not
week.
that it's just
No,
frustrating because get 40 hours, get paid.
right. Yeah, my week was cool. Same old, same old. I'm a trash truck driver, so I love my job. Don't get it twisted, because some of my coworkers might be listening to this because I sent that Dingleberry clip to the group chat, the work group chat. Don't get it twisted. I love my job, but same old, same old. You dump a can. You dump trash. See one. You seen it all. It's
Go
pretty
home.
pretty. Exactly. Copy paste repeat. That's all it is. I respect it. I love it. This is a life changing opportunity for me. So I ain't here to talk trash about it. Literally, no pun intended. I ain't here to talk trash about it. But
That
same
was
old, same
lame.
old. Huh?
I said that was lame.
It was, won't it? You
It's kind of
lame.
trashy.
You lame. You wear glasses and you fish.
So
I
is
don't
it
know.
like half the population?
I'm sorry. Don't judge me, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I
Yes,
did
he
not
did.
mean that. I didn't. I didn't. Funny story. My uncle used to take us fishing a lot, right? When I was younger. And one time he took us down by the rocks and near the James River. Because I grew up in Richmond, Virginia.
Hmm.
So we were fishing by this one spot that had a heavy current, right? And we was kids. I had to be like 11 or 12. And then it was me, my uncle, my little brother, and my cousin, which is my uncle's son. So, but my cousin and my brother, they're 3 years younger than me. So I was like 12. They had to be like 9. So we right here fishing off the edge of the river. You know what I'm saying? And like the current right in front of us, like we see it's like a little rapids, little white water rapids, and all that shit right in front of us, right? So, and we heard stories about people getting caught in the river and passing away. Scary stuff. My uncle just decided instead of taking us to a lake, he took us there. Pretty much the highway, the prime time highway traffic of fishing. So we just there, and my cousin, he threw his line out. He thought he caught something. So mind you, he way smaller than me, and he's slipping. He trying to reel it in, and I was like, "Oh snap!" My first instinct was to go help him. So I went to help him. And if you know anything about fishing by a river or a lake, you know them rocks that's right there by the water is slippery. It's slick, right?
Mhm.
So I went to grab his reel to help him because I'm way bigger than him. I went to pull it in, fell right into the water. I'm in the water. And my uncle ran over there and just yoked me up. I'm terrified. I'm thinking I'm gone. Uncle just yoked me up. Oh, you good? Oh, you good? I'm like trying to catch my breath. I ain't even go underneath. Like head never was submerged. Like my waist was submerged. I'm thinking I'm gone. Like it's it for me. But
Dead.
gone. R.I.P. me at that point. So he yoked me out. So that was crazy. Yeah, don't get too close. We're like, all right. Reel my cousin's reel in or his rod. It was a stick, not even a fish. So I almost died over a stick. So about 10, 20 minutes go by. My cousin think he got some again. What I just went through didn't play out in my mind. Like, hey, Jamonte, be careful. You almost died. Nah, same shit. Copy and paste. Same shit. I went back over there to try to pull the shit, went right back in the water.
Jesus.
Right back in the water. I remember I felt the water just pulling me. But my uncle was right there, yoked me up. And after that, he was like, nah, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Like, nah, it's not a good idea. I don't know what I was thinking. This is not a good idea. We gotta go.
Oh no, I don't know why you didn't just say, "Hey, I just slipped right here. I'm not going to do that again."
Bro, I was a kid. I didn't know. I'm looking after
Dumbass
them.
kid.
In my head, if my cousin go under, he ain't got the muscle capacity to fight for it. At least I'm going through puberty. I can just fight a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through puberty. He pre-pubescent. He ain't gonna stand a chance. He ain't gonna stand a damn chance. Way smaller than me. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get in there. Guess what? I got in there.
You got in there all
Literally.
right.
Didn't like that. I ain't like that at all. We left. Never been back since.
Yeah, I don't fish at the James anymore. I stick with ponds. We you want to hear a crazy story? I'm probably going to get in trouble for saying this online, but probably not. So, you know, over when COVID first started. So this is like maybe late 2019, early 2020. So just, when COVID started, or yeah, it was for the lockdown. We're trying to figure out like places to fish because, everyone on lockdown and, you can't go anywhere. So people try to fish. All our spots that we go to normally we're just crowded with people. So we're
Wait,
just
so
like,
who are you with? I told everybody who I was with. Who are you with?
I don't know if he wants his name disclosed, but I'll
Okay,
just
okay,
say, oh, you know what? We have a channel together, so it doesn't matter. With Dylan.
okay.
Yeah. So,
For the
me and
audience,
him.
Dylan
uh,
and Peyton's fiance, they started the what was it, paranormal investigation?
Paranormal Outbreak.
Paranormal Outbreak. Sorry, Paranormal
Mm-hmm.
Outbreak channel. That's their channel. Tune in on Saturdays. We talk about ghost stuff, paranormal stuff. But anyway, I'm just tying it back in, building our
Bringing it
brand.
all back around.
We're building our brand. That's all. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, so we're like, hey, let's go find some like fishing spots. And I was like, hey, I used to play for a soccer club out here. They have a pond on the fields. We can just go out there and fish. And he was like, all right, you know what? Take me, because he's never heard of it. So, we get down there and, there's nothing really going on. Like there's no signs or anything. And then, so we start fishing, and every cast was just boom, bass, boom, crappie, boom, bass, like every single cast. I think him and I both came out to 22 bass.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's a good
ranging
spot. Shit, you
from
gotta
yeah,
take me
ranging
out there.
from ranging from like 1 pound all the way up to, I think the max that we caught that day was like 4 pounds.
Okay.
So decently sized, bigger
Yeah,
than the one I'm holding in the picture.
yeah, that fish
Um,
ain't that ain't a good picture.
wow, it's like a 2 pound bass.
I'm
It's
playing,
pretty
man.
good for that pond.
I'm
Yeah,
playing. I'm playing.
yeah, you better be. So we go back the next day. It was like a Friday. We went on a Saturday. We went back on a Saturday and we're fishing again and we're catching the same amount of bass, maybe a little bit less. We saw like a 40-pound carp in there. So it's like, okay, well, they're taking care of this pond because carp don't just, magically appear. These Asian carps, you have to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like natural carp. Not that I know of.
It's like an
So,
invasive species type of thing, right?
uh, I mean, carp can't really be invasive, but I suppose you could say that.
The only reason I
It's
said it because
basically,
you said it's Asian carp.
well, not
No
like
offense to
that, but
Asian, nothing, but we not in Asia, so
no, it's like people can buy them online or wherever the hell you buy them at a hatchery, maybe.
right.
They just buy them to keep the ponds clean because carp are just algae eaters.
Mm.
So, anyways, we see the massive tail come up out of the depths, and we're like, okay, there's a massive carp in here. So, clearly in our minds, it's like, oh, well, it's taken care of. So, anyways, we go back the next day. We're pulling out bass again. No issues, nothing. We see like one or two people out there fishing, and then they fish for like an hour and then leave. We were there for like all day, pretty much.
Mm.
And then the next weekend, we go to work, and then the next weekend we go back. But now it feels different. We're not really catching that much bass, and like we're still catching them, but not as much as we were last time. And then we go back in the woods where like nobody can see you from the road, and we're casting in, we're having fun, and all of a sudden, like my whole rod just gets smacked,
Mhm.
and I ended up pulling out like a 6 pound bass.
Damn.
Yeah, no, he was fat. I have the picture somewhere on my phone. And then, while Dylan is helping me pull the fish up, because I don't think I have it hooked very well, he like helps me bring it up and he hands it to me and he's like, and he went to go, he cast it in his rod previously and then put it down against a tree to help me get my bass in. And then he starts reeling his in afterwards when I'm taking pictures of my bass and he gets a smack. And then all of a sudden his drag just takes off. Like he hooked this big mama, and it was taken off. And when we finally got it in close to shore, like he handed me his rod and he bent down to grab it, pulled it out, and it came out to 10 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Great
think it
day.
was like a mama.
Probably was. That's caviar right
Mm.
there.
Yeah, he has that picture too. So if y'all need fucking proof, we got it. But anyways, there's more to that story.
We
So
don't we don't need proof.
so we pack up, we're not really getting too much action left. We walk around the pond again and then, we head out. And then the next day we go back and, we start off with the same routine, start tying up and then head out there, start casting in, doing like fan casts, like an area cast so we can move on to the next, checkpoint of the pond.
Right.
And we get like so far in the back, but not too far where you can still see us from the road. And we hear like this woman just yelling. Like she's in a
Uh-oh.
black SUV, she's just yelling.
Oh
And there's
no.
like a group of kids that are closer to her that are like she's going off on and they're like trying to pack up and leave as fast as they can. Ooh, excuse me. And I look at Dylan and I'm like, what the hell is that? Like what's going on? Like we hear this yelling, we're both looking at each other like it might be a Karen. So
Uh-oh.
yeah.
This is
So
definitely in the Karen era.
so we like pack up our stuff and then move back further to where you can't see us. and I think it was like maybe 30 minutes later, maybe a little bit later, we hear someone walking through the woods behind us.
Oh hell nah.
And we hear, "Put your rods down." And I'm
Was
like,
it a male voice or a female voice?
it was a male voice.
Oh yeah,
He
that's
said, "Put your rods down now."
shit got real.
Yeah. So we're like, okay.
No offense to the female voice, shit get real then too. But you know,
And they come towards us to the path we're on. There's two of them. There's two males. And they come out into the light, and we see that it's a fucking warden and trooper.
oh my god, where the hell
Yeah.
was y'all at?
We were in the back of the woods. Like, he had to like have seen us from somewhere in order to figure out where we were. Like, I
He
guess
said,
the
"I
woman
got
could have
one."
said,
Matter of fact, put it down. Let me see your fishing game license, you motherfucker.
that's exactly what happened too.
See?
So we were carrying at the time too, not on us, but like in the vehicle. So when we get up there, the trooper's there and the warden's there, so they both pull us out of the woods. We're not under arrest or anything, no handcuffs.
Right.
But they pull us out. We go to the car. They're like, "Hey, do you have any weapons on you?" And it's just like, well, we got fishing gear on us, so there's like probably a knife in there as well, maybe some scissors. Like, that's pretty much all we got on us. And he's like, "Yeah, before we came back there, we were looking at your car and, looking inside of it." I'm like, "That's kind of weird, huh?" And they're like, "Yeah, we see, two guns sitting on the seat. So if you could stay away from your vehicle, that'd be greatly appreciated."
Oh man.
And I'm like, "Okay." So he pulled us to the side and he's like, Do you see that there's no fishing allowed here?" And he pulls us around the corner and there's a sign that says no fishing, but it's like so bent up and rusted you can't even read what's on it. So, I'm talking to him. I'm like, "Well, we've seen other people here too, and we thought it was okay. We thought it was public." And he's like, "So you watch someone else jump off a bridge? You're going to as well?" I'm like,
No.
"Well, what a fucking dad joke." But the trooper was like, "Yeah, as long as you guys get out of here, I don't want to press charges against you. Blah blah blah." What ended up happening was, we got a ticket, by the way, by the warden because he, was being an ass.
I
But
gotta set an example. You boys are gonna have to learn your lesson.
Yeah, the officer was really chill. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys out of here. Like, it's not worth a ticket." But the
warden was
warden
like,
insisted. Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah,
No
yeah.
offense to the
Trespassing
warden.
to fish.
No offense to the wardens. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm not
No,
one
you're good.
to be like, oh, bend the law for me, whatever. Nah, I'm not. I'm just poking fun. That's all. Just for the audience sake. I'm not, trying to be like, oh, you guys didn't deserve it. But I'm just poking fun. But just go ahead.
Well, what I was saying was, we got a ticket for trespassing to fish. It was $150. And what ended up happening was it wasn't the pond for the soccer fields for the club I used to play with. It was for the Federal Reserve.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, hey, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because the officer...
That'll do it.
Because when the officer was talking to us about it, he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to be too much of a, pushover. I don't want to be a bully or anything, an ass, if you will. There's just sensitive things around this area that we don't want you around," which is what kind of what he put it as. There's just sensitive things in the area. He didn't say what it was for a reason. That's why I said I might get in trouble for saying it. Oh, no, I know it's a Federal Reserve. I know what that is. It just doesn't say it when you go there because it's a Federal Reserve. It's a government building.
Ain't no telling. It's probably some stranger things happening in that motherfucker.
Probably. I know somebody who used to work there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are they? So you say used to. So would they be willing to share some stories with us?
Probably not, because I think most of it's top secret.
Oh yeah, we ain't going through that. Nah, we ain't going
Yeah.
through that. We ain't going through that. Never
Yeah,
mind.
no. He was he went through Desert Storm.
Yeah, all publicity ain't good publicity. I don't care what nobody's saying. Ain't We ain't going
Yeah,
through that.
I'd rather keep him hidden. Just out of
See,
respect for him.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's like I got a cousin that worked for the Pentagon. So I ain't about to ask her what she went through. Like it's a well-known fact. You meet people that they can say they work for the Pentagon. It's just, she was in the service, so he worked at the Pentagon, but it ain't like we don't know what the Pentagon is.
Yeah.
We know what we can drive past the Pentagon, but they go to the Pentagon, like that's it. But like I ain't about to ask her, hey, what you seen in there? I'm sure she'll tell me because that's my cousin. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna ask. Trust me. And to everybody listening, I haven't asked. That's not like my immediate cousin. That's my grandmother's twin brother's daughter, one of his daughters. I've never asked her anything about the Pentagon. We just all know that she worked at the Pentagon. Like, we just know it because we're related. But other than that, nah, I've never asked her like, so what goes on in the Pentagon?
What
What
are
it
some
look like?
top secret stuff?
Exactly. I'm pretty sure she knows some shit.
Oh
Like
yeah, guaranteed.
for example, like I said, that's my grandmother's twin brother's daughter, right? One of his daughters. So at to those who don't know, on this show, like my grandmother passed away last January in 2022. So at her funeral, mind you, we in Richmond, Virginia. If you were in if in Norfolk, Virginia, that's the largest naval base, right? So it's nothing to go to Virginia Beach and you just walking down the strip, you just walking around and you have fucking fighter jets just flying over the beach and it's loud as hell. Funny story. You can't hear nothing when them motherfuckers flying over the beach or flying over the strip. The base is right there. Right? So Virginia Beach is probably like an hour away from Norfolk. In Norfolk, that's where the largest naval base we have in the country. Like, so that's over here. Norfolk is is an hour away from where I live at, right? So it's nothing to experience that. So 2014, I'm at the beach with one of my friends that I served with. I was out there with him and his fam. He was just like, we going to the beach. You my boy. I'm inviting you. We went to basic training together, and then we met going to basic training. You know what I'm saying? The airport. Went to basic training, and then we had the same duty station after basic training. So I've known him for the past for real, for the past 10 years. So 2014, went to the beach. I was like, man, we walking down the strip. We was out there for like a few days on the beach and stuff. And I was like, man, these jets flying over, nobody can hear you scream, bro. When the jets flying over and they just going on about their business, you can't hear nothing. I said, man, nobody can hear you scream for help if these jets flying over. He was like, man, no bull, cut it out, whatever. That's a lie. People can hear you. I said, bro, watch this. Next time we walking down the strip, watch what I do. You hear the jets coming, they flying over you, man. We walking down the strip, mind you, just during the summertime. Plenty of people walking up and down the street. It's during the summertime, bro. People everywhere. We walking past people down the sidewalk. We walking past hella people. I'm screaming out. The jets flying over us. I'm screaming out, help, help me, help, help. Nobody was phased. Nobody looked at me like, what the fuck you screaming for? Oh, excuse my language. Nobody. But when them jets flying over you, you can't hear nothing. You can't hear anything. You can't hear nothing, bro. But the jets. So I said it to say this. We had my grandma's funeral. We had the funeral at one of the church. It was at a funeral home, and then we went to the burial site. We had the burial site ready to bury her or whatever. And like I said, my cousin, she works for the Pentagon. She's Air Force, right? So I don't believe in coincidences. I say that to say this. While we standing there, we all about to, getting ready to bury her. Everybody pulling up. I was one of her pallbearers, not planned. Is this something that happened? At a funeral, another backstory, like my uncle's wife's funeral, which is also the mother of two of my cousins back in 2019, September 2019. Actually, this was like a week before my birthday. So I remember the preacher kept asking for pallbearers. In the pallbearer section, it was just me and one of my uncle's co-workers at the funeral. And the pastor kept saying, we need pallbearers, we need pallbearers. He kept saying it. So I'm already over there. You know what I'm saying? But other people came, helped. So fast forward, like what, 2019, 3 years later, 2020, 21, 22, about not full 3 years later, but almost 3 years later. So I'm one of her pallbearers. Put her in the hearse. We get to the site, pull her out the hearse. We standing there holding her and holding her casket, and we walking her to the grave site, where we gonna take her or whatever to be laid to rest. And motherfucking like 3 jets flew over the fucking. This is in Richmond, bro. You are not gonna see anybody who's been in Richmond, Chesterfield, Henrico, Goochland, Petersburg, Hanover, all these different counties. You're not gonna see fighter jets unless you're in Norfolk or at Virginia Beach, because that's where they go. That's where they at. Like that's where, you know what I'm saying? Like we got the largest naval base. Like that's where they at. I don't know where the fuck they at for real. But if you go to Virginia Beach or Norfolk, it's a fact you're gonna hear them flying over you. You're gonna see them flying over you, right? It's dumb loud. We in Richmond, bro. Like an hour or 2 hours away from where they normally at. We walking my grandma's casket to the burial site. 3 jets fly over us, bro. Loud as shit. I mean, loud, bro. Like we like everybody there is like, bro, what the fuck? We all from here, so it's like we've never seen, bro. To this day, never seen that shit. I've seen shooting stars. I've seen ghosts. I've seen this. I've seen that. I've seen plenty of shit here. Never no fucking fighter jet. So, a few hours later, we at my apartment. And all my family was over there. My uncle was like, man, what the fuck? Such and such. He named our cousin. Like such and such. She made that happen, bro. What the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. And we like, what you mean? Like, bro, she worked for the Pentagon. She's in the Air Force. She been in the Air Force for 20-something years. She made that happen. I didn't even think of it, bro. Like every time I talk to that cousin, she's like, why you get out the military? Why you got the military? Why you got the military? Like every time I talk to her. Like, so bro, it's no coincidence. And it didn't fly like we see it down the way, like, oh, it's just no, bro. The jets legit flew right over. So you know what a funeral looked like when you at the burial ground. It's like that little canvas thing that's over where they burying your family member, and when everybody's standing underneath. Or some funerals is not like that, but like at the burial ground, and I had that little thing that's overneath where you burying your family member at. It's just people standing around.
Overneath.
Huh?
Yeah, overneath.
Overneath. I said underneath, didn't it?
You said overneath.
Oh, my bad. No, I meant underneath. My bad. But we had that little canopy type thing, where you stand underneath or whatever, and you watch them bury your family, and the preacher might be saying certain things, whatever. So, the jets flew right over us, bro. Like literally right. Like I remember, we heard it. We was like, because from a distance, it'd be like, cool. It'd be like, and we just like, what the fuck is that? We looked
like
up.
It sounded like air,
bro. It sounded like fucking thunderous air. It just like flew right, bro. They gave my grandma like when soldiers die, they give them the 21 gun salute. They
Mm-hmm.
gave my grandmother the fucking fighter jet salute, bro. Like flew right over her, bro. I'm holding her casket with her in it, like with my like other family members. We just there talking, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's gonna be all right. You know, we got you, we got y'all, whatever. You know, words of encouragement. Next, you know, we got a dumb line. We like, whoa, what the fuck? We didn't say that, but it was just like, what's going on? And then like, it was just like a spiritual day, bro, because it was birds. These birds flew up. I don't know what kind of birds it was. It was like right over us, bro. I could have reached up and grabbed these birds. They was like right over us, just flying around us, like on some Disney princess shit. Like, no bullshit. They fly. It was like these yellow birds. They just flying around us. Like literally, not saying that they flew over us and they was gone into the tree line or whatever. No, they was just flying around. It was like 3 or 4 birds. These yellow birds just flying around us. Bro, they act like it was just like a loop. They was just going around us, bro. And then the jets, woo, we like, bro, this is powerful. And then you see what happened on the show that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like this is the day my grandma this was her service. Like this was that day.
Don't spoil it.
I ain't gonna spoil it, but I gotta leak something for them to go into the show.
Well, they can figure that out in the last episode.
Can they? Not this last episode and Free Spot Friday, right? I don't know what happened on the last episode. I'm sorry. It was so long ago.
No, it wasn't. Was it the last episode for Paranormal? It's been a little while. It's been like 2 weeks.
Not for Paranormal, nah. No?
It was on the first one, wasn't it? No, it wasn't the first one.
No, it might have. No, haven't we done 3 episodes for Paranormal?
Have we?
I feel like we have. Let me check.
I like how we're like, we don't want to spoil it for the other viewers, but we don't even know which one it's on.
Yeah, no, we're terrible. We're awful. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's been a minute.
I'm not as sorry as Peyton is. He's a sorry MFer.
Nah, I don't feel sorry.
No regret. No surrender.
No mercy.
No mercy.
Got all these soft pansy air.
Oh no, that was the last episode. Damn, but it was 3 weeks ago. We gotta get that. That was almost a month ago.
Oh my god, we're slacking.
Bro, we are.
That's like 3 episodes that we missed.
You see that? We take accountability.
Yeah. Follow us.
It's our fault. It's our fault.
Subliminal messages. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
You just gotta like talk about a random story and just say subscribe in the middle of it.
Right.
Yeah, so like I was walking my dog and subscribe, and like we saw a squirrel and subscribe.
And I got a chicken sandwich subscribe, and I want mustard on it instead of barbecue sauce subscribe.
It's called capitalism. Subscribe. I had a story and then you made me forget with the fighter jet stuff.
You ain't had no damn story.
I did actually. Made me forget because you're like fighter jet, boom, and then that noise you made was kind of funny.
That story is dope. I ain't think of that until just now, bro. That happened 2 years ago. Well, no, excuse me, last year. That happened last year, bro. Like, how can you explain it? Like, it was so, bro. 3 jets flew right over us, dog. Like in Richmond, like that's nothing that. You've been here, you've been down here for the longest. When have you seen a fighter jet fly over like that? That shit was low, bro.
It's a bad question to ask because I go to a lot of military areas. Like I saw one flying over our office one day. I went out to like No, I'm not. I went over to the water treatment plant that I've been stationed at for a little bit for concrete, and I saw a few jets flying over and a few helicopters actually.
Helicopters don't count.
Well, I'm just saying they were doing training.
I got a funny story. I don't know if I've ever told you this about when a Chinook was on my head. You know what a Chinook is?
The frig is that?
Okay, for you and the audience, the Chinook is the helicopter. You know, all helicopters got the propeller. Well, not all. Well, I don't know. I think all.
If it's a helicopter, then yes.
I was gonna say the propeller is in the front and the back, but that sounds stupid because there's a propeller on the top and there's a propeller in the back. Yeah. One is like horizontal, the other is vertical, right? The Chinook is the big ass helicopter with two horizontal propellers on the top, one on the front, one on the back, and then the back door will open up. That's when you'll see a lot of the soldiers. They might be jumping out, or you might be watching a movie and the motherfucker will be jumping out the bag in a car, like the Vin Diesel XXX movie or some shit like that. Or the Fast and Furious movie.
That's called a Chinook?
It's called a Chinook.
I thought it was a cargo bob.
CHINOOK.
Too much GTA for me.
Chinook. That's called a Chinook, right? So when I was in the Army, when I went to we went to Fort Chaffee. So when I was in the Army, I was in reserves. Just a backstory for the audience and maybe for you. When I was in the Army,
I know you were in reserves.
Okay, all right, cool. So we went to well, in the reserves, you have, you might serve a weekend. That's called drill. It might be a Friday and Saturday, or it might be a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? So, but you also have the 2 weeks period where you got to train. That's called annual training. So that might be like during the summer. Most of the time, it was during the summer for us. So it'll be it was 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks of training, right? So we went to Fort Chaffee, which is in Arkansas. That's where Elvis went to basic training, right? Because Elvis did serve in the military. So that's where he went to basic training at, Fort Chaffee, Arkansas. So we went out there for what's called river assault. So I was a 12 Charlie bridge crew member engineer, meaning that I built bridges, like temporary bridges. So I know how to build 4 different types of bridges and one different type of raft. Like we put the shit together, put a truck on that shit, push it over to the other side of a river or a lake, whatever, and let that motherfucker transport to the other side of the fucking land. So we in Fort Chaffee, right? And in that job, matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm gonna pull it up briefly. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Hold on. We'll mute it. I'm gonna show them what we had to do. Matter of fact, hold on. We're about to share this right now. I'm gonna show them what we had to do. All right, so
obstacles on the battlefield. The Army relies on a team of highly skilled.
So I had to do all this stuff. Everything you see right now, you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I had to do all this stuff. All right, so I'm gonna run it back. This is the truck I mainly drove. This when I told you when we worked together, I drove a truck in the military for 5 years. This is the truck, and this is what I mainly did for the 5 years. All right, I ain't gonna get into all this. Next Friday, I'll show all this and break it down. I break down this whole video. This 3-minute video. I break down this whole video. All right. So right here. All right, right there. You see that? That's a Chinook. You see it?
Yeah. I thought it was called a cargo bob because GTA 5.
Man, fuck GTA 5. You see that thing hanging from it?
That's a bridge part.
Yep. That's
bridge where you
part,
were.
That's that thing that's hanging from it. That's that same thing. That's called an interior bay. That's one of the centerpieces of the bridge or the raft that we used to build, right? So go back. See if I can find it. And then where that shit at? Hold on, motherfucker. Damn, where that shit go? I ain't even. Oh my god. What? It's like, okay, here we go. All right, so that's what it is, right? That's probably in Arkansas. That's probably in River Assault, right? So we had to learn how to hook that shit up to it, right? This is a story about how one of these, the Chinook, was on my head. That was on my head, bro. That was on. This is not no lie. I got several soldiers that can vouch for this. Bro, so this, imagine the bridge piece. All right, so you see that in the video? This bridge piece right here, that's called the ramp bay. The other one that I showed you is called the interior bay. So this is a ramp. So you put two of these, one on one side, one on the far other side. After you put like 2 or 3 of the interior bays in the middle, this is the ramp. Obviously, these are the ends of the bridge or the raft, right? So this is the part where you can drive on, right? So I let you know that. How you can tell that? Because you see that centerpiece that's right there, like a straight line in the middle. That's the ramp. The interior bays just look like a big metal loaf of bread, like how the first part looked, right? So in order to get that to hook onto that fucking Chinook, you gotta be on top. It gotta be 6 soldiers on top, and the pieces that latch on to the bottom of the Chinook, one soldier got to be in the front, the other soldier got to be in the back. But the soldier in the front got to have 2 extra soldiers up there to hold you down. 2 strong soldiers, not just anybody. 2 strong soldiers got to be up there to hold you down in the front and the back, right? Because you got to stand up and do this. And if you, bro, this motherfucker, we standing on the field when we first got there. One of them flew over us, bro. I don't know if you seen the Smooth Criminal music video with Michael Jackson when he did the iconic lean forward because he had magnets on his shoes. He just leaning forward. We could do that. I actually did that without the magnet on. We stand on the field. This shit is so strong. If you're not ready for this shit, you're gonna be rolling on the ground, bro. Like that shit replicates like hurricane force winds, bro. And if you fly over you and the pilot rev that engine up, it's a wrap. You're not gonna be able to stand up, bro. You're not gonna be able to stand up. You're just not. Like it's a wrap. So,
dead.
We on top of this motherfucker, right? I'm in the front, my friend in the back. Both of us holding these hooks up to latch on to the bottom of the fucking Chinook. But we got 2 soldiers holding us down, big ass soldiers. One of them holding you down in the front, other one hold you down in the back, like you're on your back. Like they just grabbing your jacket, your uniform jacket. One grabbing your shit in the front, the other one grabbing you in the back, and both of them like on a knee, so they holding you down like big strong motherfuckers, right? So I'm standing there. Chinook flew over top of us, coming down, descending, and it looked like you standing underneath a big ass ceiling fan, and it's just like. It is coming down. It's coming down, just like just coming down, bro. Mind you, we got on Kevlars, meaning our fucking helmets, like our Army combat helmets, our ACHs, Army combat helmets. Also called your Kevlar because them shits is bulletproof. So to a certain degree, to a certain round, right? So
not a 50 cal.
Huh?
I said not a 50 cal.
No. Fuck no. That should turning your head into a grape. Fuck that. So shit coming down, right? They told us was like the instructors was like, give them this piece of paper when they fly over you. It was some fucking like I don't know what the fuck it was. Like, give him this piece of paper. So it's a latch in the bottom of the fucking or like like a latch. So they open up the latch and they can see down. It's like a door. Open it up, and whoever inside the Chinook can look at you, like look down. But it's like a square door. It ain't like a big door like your bedroom door. It's like a square hole in the fucking floor, right? So he reached down. One of us, my friend, gave him the paper, whoever that was at the bottom, in the back of the goddamn Chinook. Dude just reached down, grabbed this shit. That motherfucker flew up a little bit, came back down, coming down, 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 down. Bro, this motherfucker that Chinook was on my fucking head, bro. On my helmet. It's on my fucking helmet. This whole Chinook, this thing you see right there, it's on my head, bro. I'm screaming for my life. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Why is this touching me? Why is this on my head? Bro, all I'm thinking is like, when it was flying over us, coming down, all I kept thinking was, bro, if I see a stream from a fucking RPG coming out the cut, we're fucked. That's all I kept thinking. Mind you, we're not deployed. I've never been deployed. I'm scared, but not scared at the same time. But still scared. So I'm like, bro, if they blow this up right now, we're fucked. So this shit coming down, it's on my head, bro. It's on, like, not just like, I'm not saying like, oh, it was a little bit over my head. No, it was on Peyton. It was on my head.
I believe you.
We all screaming. All you hear is like a muffled. Imagine 6 grown men screaming at the top of their fucking lungs.
You heard it coming. Why didn't you get out of the way?
What you mean? I got a job to do. We got a job to do. What you mean? We trained. Like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that, bro. As scary as it was, we couldn't not. It never thought in my mind to just run away, right? So it's on my head. It's on my head, right? It make contact with my head. It's on my head, and it's pushing me down further. Mind you, I'm standing up, like kind of like how George Washington looked on that iconic picture. He on the back of the fucking boat on his shipmates fishing through the rowing through the ice. He just got the Captain Morgan pose. I had the Captain Morgan pose. That shit pushing me down further, and we screaming, bro. But out of nowhere, that shit said started going up. When it started going up, we just hit the fucking hooks, lashed that shit, slid down the side of the fucking the bridge component, and hauled ass, bro. They told us when you slide off, haul ass to the ditch, helmet facing. Make sure your helmet is facing the Chinook, but keep your face down. But basically just run over there to the ditch, slide down, turn around, put your helmet down, put your face down. Your helmet is facing basically the Chinook because it's gravel right there on the road, right there by the ditch. And they say if you look up, you're gonna get rocks. The rocks are gonna be pushed into your face, like you're fucked. So
Jesus,
we head down. All you feel on the top of your fucking helmet, it feel like you outside and it's hailing outside, just like rocks just hitting our shit, like violently. Rocks are violently hitting our helmets, bro. And we just like, oh my god. Once we got to the disc, we just started laughing. Like, oh, this is crazy. And then you hear the Chinook fly off, and we just got up. We're like, oh, that shit was sweet. Can we do it again? You gotta be crazy. It's one or two people that join the military, bro. Either you're crazy or you're not. Like, and I'm clearly one of the crazy motherfuckers. I like that shit. Like, that shit was fun. After the motherfucker got off my head and I got the fuck away. I got away from it. But that's my story. One of my military stories. I might tell more Army stories on here. That might be another little segment because I got plenty of stories I can tell.
Yeah, you got a lot.
Yeah, I got plenty. I was in the Army for 5 years. I got plenty of stories. I got more stories. I remember more stories than what I forgot. Well, no. Reverse that. I forgot more than what I remember. Because it's 5 years. So it's like, I ain't going to remember every day.
Yeah.
So I got a lot.
It's a lot to remember.
It's like a story about when we had to teach a grown man how to take a shower. Mm-hmm.
There's still grown men that don't do that.
Trust me. I've experienced that from the military.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
I had bluegill for the first time over the weekend.
How was that? So explain to people. Can you share the screen, and since I made you an admin, can you share the screen and show everybody what bluegill is, or you want me to do it?
You can do it. Fuck it.
All right.
I mean, if you don't know what bluegill is, you've been living under a rock. Bluegill tastes very good. Are you grabbing a picture or are you waiting on me?
No, I'm about to pull up a YouTube video. Yeah, what else am I
Anyways,
do?
no, there it is. It's coming. Yeah, bluegill can get pretty big. Oh, freaking ad.
Freaking ad.
Freaking
But
ad.
it's StreamYard. Shout out StreamYard.
Yeah, they get a free shout out.
Free. So that's a bluegill?
That's a bluegill. Yep.
That's like a piranha, low key.
Yeah, pretty much. It's probably part of the same family, except they don't have teeth.
That's definitely the part of the piranha family, because they got that round bill. Like,
yeah. Well, some of them do, some of them don't, because you got red breast sunfish and then bluegill, which they are part of the same family, just different species.
Yeah, this mug I'm looking at right now, that's a piranha, low key.
But they're actually really healthy fish because their diet, because they eat mostly bugs and small fish. So they I was skeptical about eating it because they smell really bad and they don't feel very good when you take them off the hook because they can spine you just like bass can, but it's less prevalent with bass because they have a big mouth. So you can
Catfish can spine you too.
them. See, I never had catfish either.
Now, catfish, they can spine the fuck out you.
Oh, spine fish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, catfish that with spines. Yeah, I hate fucking with catfish because their gills are sharp too. They have gill plates.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. If you squeeze it hard enough, you can feel them.
Wow, I didn't know that. I know about the top spine. The top spine, the barb. It's low key like a barb.
It is a barb. Yeah, they call it a barb. They can sting you.
I didn't. Oh wow.
Yeah. They have it on the sides and top.
Free Spot Friday. It ain't just gonna be like in this form. We're gonna be down by the water. We're gonna be fishing. We're gonna do vlogs. We're gonna do a whole fishing vlog. Also, I want us to do a like a survival blog, because I'm about to start making these bug out bags.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, to those who don't know what a bug out bag is, it's like so one name for it is a bug out bag, like BUG out bag, or a 48-hour bag or a 72-hour bag. Basically, it's a survival bag. So like, say you at work, power go out, it's hard for you to get home. It's basically like a book bag, and you keep in your trunk in your car, or if you don't have a car, you can bring the bag with you to work, and it has survival tools in it, like maybe a fire starter kit. It may be like an emergency blanket, which is like an aluminum blanket that'll keep your body warmth in. Freaking water purification instruments, maybe a pocket knife, maybe a first aid kit, different things like that for you to be able to survive for 48 hours so you can get to where you need to get.
Right.
So I'm about to pretty much make those. I already priced it out. I actually priced it out in 2020. This was like sometime after, like maybe like a month after that January 6th thing happened. I already priced it out. You can look it up online. People already got that online. but I want to make my own. You know, I already figured out how much it's gonna cost to make those effectively, and I want to put a whole like a laminated survival booklet in the kits to show you basically how to build a shelter, how to build different shelters, like several shelters out in the wild or herbal settings. Excuse me, not urban settings. Um, how to start different fires if you needed to stay warm or cook your food. Um, how to stay warm, how to stay, a first aid kit, how to use the first aid kit for burns or punctures or whatever it may have you, different things like that. So that's where I'm at right now. But talk about these bluegills, bro. Like talk about what happened when the whole thing, what happened with you and these bluegills.
So they weren't that big, but actually I think Dylan caught one that was maybe a little bit smaller than that one. But they don't have a lot of meat on them. That's the only downside about them. But I was like, oh, these can't taste that good. They're gonna suck. And we go back to his house. We got a fire going. He starts cutting them up and descaling them and stuff. And he's like, yeah, I got this batter. We're gonna dip it in hot sauce to get to soak it, and then put it in the flakes there. The breading so we can fry it. On a pan. So we fry it, and they cook pretty fast, by the way, because they're so small. But he cut them up into like nugget pieces. So we fry them up. He pulls them out, and he's like, "Okay, these are going to be a little hot, but why don't you try one?" I'm like insanely skeptical because I'm not really a big fish person either. So as soon as I take the first bite, I'm like, "What? These are like chicken nuggets." That hot sauce made it taste so much better. Like there's no fishiness to it. It's just straight chicken nuggets. Like with a little bit of a sweet aftertaste, I've noticed. Which is really weird because they're really considered trash fish. Were you gone the whole time?
Nope.
Oh, I was about to say, man, I was like having this exciting story and you just walked out.
I'm so sorry. I had to utilize the latrine.
It's so old.
I had to utilize the latrine. But carry on.
It's called a commode.
I said, no, not the commode. That's old. My grandma used to say that. The commode. Like, grandma, what are you talking about? The toilet. Oh, the toilet. Okay. Why you didn't say so?
Why didn't you say the toilet?
I did. No, you didn't.
Or the potty.
The porcelain.
I had to go use the porcelain bowl.
I had to drain the old lizard.
Anyways, I was saying they taste like chicken nuggets.
Tastes like chicken.
It tastes like chicken nuggets with a sweet aftertaste. Because we dipped it in the hot sauce and then into the breading, and then fried it. So like the hot sauce gave it that tang, like almost like seasoning, and then it had a sweet aftertaste. Because normally if you just put it in regular like egg wash and then batter, and then fry it, it tastes different. Tastes more. I don't want to say gamey or like fishy. I don't want to say that, but it's definitely an acquired taste if you don't have hot sauce on it or some type of seasoning.
Y'all did this last weekend, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're aiming for catfish because I haven't had catfish either, and we ended up catching a few of these. So he's like, "Well, just throw them in the cooler. We'll take them with us."
Bro, if you want catfish, come to the James River. I seen a dude catch a motherfucking. No, I seen a dude catch a 60-pound catfish at the river, bro.
Yeah. No, we catch catfish there too.
Not saying that's the only place you can catch one, but like that you can definitely catch one at the river. Mind you, I don't like to. I wouldn't like to fish by the city because it's the city. So like you know way more about fishing than me. like you introduced the whole biodegradable fishing hook to me, and I was like, "What do you mean? Like, what is that?"
I don't think they're officially biodegradable, but I could have sworn I read something about that. Because you catch a fish, and I've seen that brand in fish's mouths before. Like after I catch them, and they've been mostly somewhat dissolved for the most part. Like there's no barb or anything. It's just line.
Hold on.
Like whatever is less invasive for the fish, because I feel bad releasing them when they're like bleeding out. But yeah, I don't trust the James River because it's in the city, and it's like you got sewer running through there, you got people's trash running through there. I ain't
Right.
eating nothing out of the James.
Nah, I feel you.
That's why we catfish near my house, because it's the North and South Anna rivers that come through here.
Right.
So we just there's catfish in there. We just gotta find the right spot.
What's the right spot for a catfish?
It's hard to say because the rivers go on and on. Fish always move; they never sit. I mean, catfish like to sit, but it's hard to pinpoint them in the rivers. I'm not really a cat fisherman. I'm more of a bass and trout fisherman. Those are easier to catch than catfish in rivers.
So hold on.
We do catch some at private ponds, but we don't keep them out of ponds either because ponds aren't clean.
Is this a biodegradable hook? Because I typed in biodegradable hooks.
I'm not sure. I don't use that brand. Like I said, I'm not a cat fisherman. Those are like catfish hooks.
This is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a circle hook.
So what?
Yeah, if you want to do, go ahead.
I was gonna say. So what do the biodegradable hooks look like? Because when you introduced that to me, like it was like a couple weeks ago. It's like I'd never heard of that. Like I'm not a fisher. I'm not a fisherman, so I only know like what my uncle showed.
My headphones died.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know they were charged and now they're dead.
I can still hear you. Can you hear me?
I gotta find my charger and just occupy. Talk.
Occupy. All right. I would definitely occupy. I would definitely do that. So we're gonna look at this.
Who was pushing her baby in a stroller. Now, this happened Monday afternoon in downtown Brooklyn. Police say 25-year-old LaQuisaya Lawrence started threatening to harm a 3-year-old girl in a stroller. The mother stepped in between them and was stabbed several times in the chest and the legs. Paramedics rushed that victim to the hospital, and she is expected to be okay. Lawrence is facing attempted murder and assault charges.
That's crazy. I'm gonna lighten up the mood. What y'all want to listen to? Let's see.
I could, but it makes everything staticky.
We've got to help.
Rental car is.
Here we go.
No, don't mess up the clouds.
Oh my God. No, you know what I'm saying?
Mess up the clouds. You're going to mess up the clouds, Fire.
This right here. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my
Okay, am I good?
Bro.
The hell are you watching? I walk away for 5 minutes and you're watching something like. Oh,
Bro.
I know what that. I remember that.
Yeah.
There was a guy in a jet ski that got the video of it.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah. Yep, that's a jet ski guy.
Bro, you know, I'm gonna pull it up. And this was at like a gas station in China, bro. Man, this was fucking terrible. Terrible. Like, bro, this was awful. Like when I first seen this, it's 7 years ago. Man, it's been 7 years. Bro, we gotta look at this.
Put it in full screen.
Whoa! No.
Holy shit. Fuck yeah, I'm videoing it. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I think that
Can you imagine, bro?
Fuck yeah, it's a guess.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Bro.
No fucking way! Oh shit!
They laughing in the background.
No, baby! No!
You're recording it like, no. Watch this.
Yeah, we're dangerous. Oh my god! Oh dear! Are you filming? Yes, I'm filming!
Watch this. Oh my.
Oh.
Oh my god. No.
Let's go!
Let's go. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Hold on. It's some 9/11 videos.
9/11 is just a conspiracy.
Bro, it's some stuff to it, but bro. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find the one I was thinking about. Hold on. I'm gonna try to find a video. Like it was a video where this lady was recording it, and this dude was in this like restaurant. He was like, "Come get in here," and she went in there, and he was like, "Nah, you gonna be effed up if you stay out there." And they talking. Next you know, it's just like a cloud of smoke, just like, bro, it was crazy. This was, bro, 9/11. When this happened, I was in the 4th grade. My grandma came and got me, my little brother, and my little cousin. The same group I talked about at the fishing trip. Went and got all of us. And she was like, you know, it's been a terrorist attack. It's been this, been that, blah. They attacked the World Trade Center. They attacked the Twin Towers. We don't know. I'm in the 4th grade, so I'm like, what, 9 years old? So I don't know. My little brother, my little cousin, they're like 5 or 6. We don't know. We just knowing we getting out of school early. Like, yay, we getting out of school early, yay. But they was like, nah. Oh no, let's watch this. You heard about this Las Vegas family that had that alien invasion in the back of their yard?
Allegedly.
You heard about it?
No.
But no, did you we're gonna watch this.
Yard prompting them to call 911 saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now investigators digging into this for weeks now. And tonight, our David Charnes with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it. and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two.
So Peyton, you never heard it? You haven't heard of this at all?
No,
bro. See, we're gonna go into this tomorrow on our show, the Phenomenon show. Everybody that's listening, but we just gonna wrap it up today with this topic. We're gonna look at this. Oh my God, Peyton, you didn't hear about this?
No.
Subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us.
Mind you, this is on the news, but obviously you can't believe everything that the news has to say.
Right, fake news. You know, all that.
Right. So over here on our show, what's the name of the show, Peyton?
Our show?
Yeah, the paranormal
Phenomenal Phenomenon.
There you go. I asked you because you came up with that name. It's a brilliant name.
Thank you.
Real talk. Like this just happened recently, and it's remarkable, bro. Like this is like, bro. But the update to this, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go through all that tomorrow. Like the update, not this video, but the update to this. That's also on the news. So I'm glad you haven't heard about this. So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch all this.
Big
tomorrow.
eyes. They have big eyes, like
Yeah,
I
this is
can't
new to
explain
me.
it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and they're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know.
Their call for help.
There's like an 8 foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
Well, the 8 News Now investigators obtaining video as officers then responded to the call you just heard. You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
Leave her alone.
It's almost midnight on May
Body
1st
cam.
when a
You
Las
guys see the
Vegas Metro
background?
police officer's body cam catches this.
Look.
Something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
There's like an 8 foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
someone calls 911 reporting two large figures in their backyard.
Watch what the officers tell them.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another
Bro, watch what the police officers tell them.
officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star. Then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard? Or
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear, they're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually
I would normally discount it as nothing, seeing as my partner seen it too. And you know the police and military, they got to discount this shit. They have to. They got to look at things from a certain point of view. I was telling my girl this, and she was like, that's crazy. I was like, no, it is, but at the same time, it's not understand. as an ex-military, like I understand. Mind you, I never went through nothing like this in the military, but like I get it. But at the same time, it's just crazy.
Investigating further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
That part right there, that's what I wanted you to hear. I ain't dealing with that.
Yeah,
I don't blame
I feel the same.
I don't blame them. I told my girl, I was like, the officers was like, what you calling us for? Like, what I'm gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Gotta call the military.
Man. But when I played the neck, bro, that ain't even all of it. One of the dudes that was there that night put up a story, put up the camera view of something landed, lit up the whole neighborhood from one of their surveillance cameras. You can hear it. You can see the whole neighborhood light up. And like he said he got a video of the creature. He didn't release it, and pretty much now that family has gone missing. Don't nobody know where they at. Don't nobody know what the family that was the Hispanic family that was telling the story that they called the police and shit. Don't nobody know where they at now, bro.
They got abducted.
Nah. Secret agents motherfucking pulled up and probably took them, or they dipped before they got there. Bro, it's stories, bro. Tomorrow, this is our subject matter tomorrow, bro. Like, as far as like blacked out US SUVs pulling up. Like, this dude was on the news talking about, so the news people, there was like, this family said they had blacked out SUVs pulling up after this, you know, just sitting there. And then like the news was talking about this shit, and dude was like, nah, I staked out at the house. I was sitting at the house, and you know, I was sitting out at the house, and he saw a blacked out SUV there. So we're gonna talk about this tomorrow.
That's fucked up though.
It is. It's
so hard to like even prove it though, because like if you prove that it's real, you get taken or you disappear. And if everyone just doesn't believe you, then you look like a crackhead.
But the fucked up part is about it, it's on a few different ways that it's fucked up. First of all, there's historical facts, those historical testaments that people have came down from the stars and talked to humans and just been around humans, right? And then you got people who've just been telling stories, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of stories, saying that this shit is real. And then you got the government coming out in like 2020, 2021, saying that UFOs are real. Right? That's like, that was on the news everywhere. Like, Pentagon released information saying that UFOs are real. That shit is real. Like, pilots see the most. Pilots see a whole bunch of shit. So after that, like what, this year? Like a couple months ago, 2-3 months ago, the government released information saying that aliens are real. Like, it's a mothership in our star system. After that, last week, the Canadian fire started, right? Hundreds of fires just started out of nowhere, right? Mm-hmm. Just blocking out the sky. This was last week. Because, you work outside, I work outside. So I'm thinking, like, why does shit look like this? Why so hazy? This was last Thursday, bro. I didn't know nothing about the Canadian fires until last Friday. So last Thursday,
me too.
Bro, last Thursday, I was like, what's going on? Like, is this my thought was that Thursday, bro, when I was about to finish with my route, I said to myself, did I wake up in another dimension or another reality? Why is it so hazy out here?
I said the same thing.
Bro, I'm from here. And I'm like, why is this so hazy out here? We're nowhere near Canada. Like, why is it so hazy here? And then I found out about the fires. And then also doing research, it's like why did the government just say aliens are real, and then out of nowhere, these motherfucking smoke clouds blocking out the sky? Like, why? But we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. So, what you got to say for the people so we can wrap it up?
Aliens aren't real. Okay, don't listen to this guy. He's a crazy guy. He does crack behind the gym.
He's a bot. Peyton's a bot.
You're a bot.
You know damn well don't do no goddamn crack. If anything, he do crack. Goddamn butt crack.
No,
he's smoking.
There's no evidence.
He's smoking anus.
I'm smoking Uranus.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. No.
Hey man, it's Pride Month, man.
Nah, motherfucker, nah. Hell no. Hell no. That's another subject for next Friday. But no, it ain't going down like that. But it's a subject that motherfuckers gonna talk about next Friday. For today, I bid thee a good night, and we're gonna see you on the next one.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, and download. Why not? That one's not usually said. And hit the bell too.
Save the download for when we got the Patreon.
For some reason, I thought you said OnlyFans. I don't know where that came from, but
that came from you. I ain't say that at all. I didn't
I
say
heard
that
Patreon.
at all.
I was like, OnlyFans?
Patreon, OnlyFans. That's two different worlds. You heard what you wanted to hear. I didn't say it though.
Yeah, I wanted to make an OnlyFans. You caught me.
Yeah, I did. You're damn right I did. We out of here, man.
Bye.